Okay, good morning. Class, I will take class today's.
Good morning. Welcome to my class. This is Rajesh Ashwajala. Okay. Today's topic. Already we have discussed the basics of today's topic in compound ratio class. Even though we are discussing the basics and continuation with the topic. What is the topic today? We have given you ratio and proportion. Already we have discussed about ratio in some one of the previous classes. Even though just we have to take some basics of ratio and we'll move into the next proportion. Ratio. What is ratio? Ratio nothing but an ordered comparison of quantities with same units. An ordered comparison of two quantities, we can say here, quantities with same units, or like quantities also we can say here, like quantities with same units. Okay, how we are going to write here? Symbol of ratio is two dots or two circles, we can say small circles here. This is symbol of ratio. The ratio of two quantities A and B can be written as A is to B. A is to B and read as I am pronouncing here, A is to B. A is to B. It's not is to, it's nothing but is to. A is to B. So this is A is to B we are saying. In Fastly we are saying is to nothing but is to will get. But it is A is to B. A is compared to B actually. So we can say here A is to B. Next. Here A and B are called terms of ratio. A and B are called terms of ratio. Now, these A and B have specified names. What are those? A is called first term are antecedent. B is called second term are consequent. A is called first term or antecedent and B is called second term or consequent we can say here. A and B two terms we have here. And this can be written as A is to B can be written as A by B also. Nothing but ratio can be given in division also. So A is to B can be given as A by B also. Okay, let us take some examples of ratio here. Divide 96 chocolates between Raja and Ravi in the ratio 3:5. Divide 96 chocolates between Raja and Ravi in the ratio 3:5. Okay, now we'll solve this problem. First, total number of chocolates are 96 and Raja's share is 3, Ravi's share is 5. So Raja's share we are taking 3x and Ravi's share we are taking 5x. So we'll write all those. Given total number of chocolates 96 and the ratio 3:5. Let who's first? Raja is first here. Raja's share be 3x and Ravi's share be 5x. Given in 3:5, so Raja's share is 3x, Ravi's share is 5x. So total shares 3x plus 5x. But how many chocolates? 96 chocolates. Implies 8x can be written as 96, x can be written as 96 by 8. 8 ones are 8, 1 left. Next what we have? 6, 16. How many times? 2 times. So 12. So what is the value of x we are getting? 12 we are getting. Now Raja's share. What it is? What we assumed? 3x. So nothing but 3 into 12 is 36. And Ravi's share 5x, nothing but 5 into 12 is 60. So like this, we can divide whatever we require in the given ratio. So once again, we'll see total number of chocolates are 96. The ratio is given in between Raja and Ravi is 3:5. Okay. Now you observe here, number of chocolates is 96. Share is ratio is 3:5. So 3 shares are of Raja's, 5 shares are of Ravi's. So assuming as 3x and 5x each, Raja 3x, Ravi 5x, total shares 8x. So 8x is nothing but how many chocolates we have? 96. X is equals to 96 by 8, nothing but 12. So Raja's share is 3x, nothing but 3 12s are 36. Ravi share 5x, nothing but 5 12s are 60. So like this, we solve the problems of ratio. One more problem we'll see here. And Vani in the ratio 5:3. Find the amounts. Okay. Same problem. Everything is same. Total amount 1,60,000. Okay. Ratio is Rani is to 1 is 5:3. Let Rani's amount be 5x and Vani's amount be 3x. So total amount 5x plus 3x, but actually how much it is? 1,60,000. This is given to us. 8x is equals to 1,60,000. X is nothing but 1,60,000 by 8. So how much you are going to get now? 20,000 we are going to get here. So therefore Rani's share 5x nothing but 5 into 20,000 is 1 lakh, and Vani's share 3x nothing but 3 into 20,000 is nothing but 60,000. Okay, so similar problem, there was chocolates 96, 3:5 ratio. Here amount 1,60,000, ratio is 5:3, divided into 2 persons, one is Rani, second one is Vani. Rani share is 5x, Vani share is 3x, so Rani is getting 1 lakh and Vani is getting 60,000. One more problem. Why? Because one more problem I am going to take here indifferent. These two are same. Indifferent means what it is, already we have discussed. Those should be in same units. But these are in same units. Amount and amount, chocolates and chocolates only. But we are going to take in another way, like problem number 3 we are taking here. Speed of a garden snail is 50 meters per hour. Speed of a garden snail is 50 meters per hour. Now, speed of a cheetah 120 kilometers per hour. Garden snail nothing but small. We'll say here Nattagula. Chalchinnaga untadi. Garden snail is 50 meters per hour and speed of cheetah is 120 kilometers per hour. Now we have to find the ratio. Find the ratio. Observe here. Already we have discussed those should be in same units. But here it is meters, here it is kilometers. Both are different. So you cannot find the ratio directly here itself. Either we have to convert meters into kilometers or kilometers into meters. Then only you can find the ratio. As we discussed in the definition, those should be in same units. Now, given speed of is 50 meters per hour and cheetah 120 kilometer per hour. So which is best? Which you are going to convert here? Either meters into kilometers or kilometers into meters. Meters into kilometers will get in decimals. So better you convert kilometers into meters, it is best. Why? Because per each automatic into meters answer here. This can be written as 120 meter per hour. So how many zeros? 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So how much it is? 1,20,000 meters per hour we are getting now. So therefore ratio is nothing but ratio of garden snail is to cheetah nothing but 50 is to 1,20,000. This is getting cancelled here. So it is going to be 12,000 only. Or else 5 is to 12,000. or else 1 is to in 5 table it will cancel. 5 2s are 10, 2 left, 0, 4s are 2 zeros left. So what is the ratio you are getting? 1 is to 2400 we are getting here. So just now we discussed here in the, as we discussed in the basic definition, the units must be same, meters, then only you can find the ratio. Okay, so this is ratio. I hope you people understood very well, and we'll move to the next topic, small topic, proportion here. Proportion. What is proportion? Proportion is nothing but two ratios. Whenever two ratios are equal, automatically we can say those are in proportion. So whenever suppose A is to B, C is to D we are taking. If these two ratios are equal, automatically we can say A is to B and C is to D both are in proportion. So nothing but what is proportion? Equality of two ratios. Proportion is nothing but equality of two ratios. So we'll write here, proportion is nothing but equality of two ratios. Equality of two ratios. So or else we can say here, two ratios are said to be in proportion if those are equal. So what we can say here, two ratios are said to be in proportion if those are equal. What is the symbol of proportion? Combination of or combine of two ratio symbols. In ratio we got only 2 dots, now we are getting 4 dots. So combination of two ratio symbols, nothing but proportion symbol it is going to be. Okay, now if A is to B is equals to C is to D, then A comma B comma C are said to be in proportion. If A is to B is to C, A is to B is equals to C is to D, then A comma B, A, B, C, D are said to be in proportion. Or else we can say here, can be written as A is to B is proportionate to C is to D, and read as can read as how you can write A is to B is proportionate to C is to D. A is to B is equal to B is proportionate to C, B, C, D. Find first term, B is called second term, C is called third term, D is called fourth term. A, B, C, D we have here. A is called first term, B is called second term, C is called third term, D is called fourth term. Next, A and D. What are A and D are? Last two terms, first term and last term. That is, first and last or fourth you can say are called extremes. First and last terms, nothing but A and D are called extremes. And we have one more, what it is? In between second and third terms, B and C, that is second and third terms are called middle terms or means. Especially we will use extremes and means only. Now what we have here, if A is to B is equals to C is to D, then we can write it as A by B is equals to C by D, or else A into D is equals to B into C. A into D is equals to B into C. What are A and D? A and D are called extremes, B and C are called means. So what is the operation in between these? Product. So we can say here, product of extremes is nothing but product of means. So we can write here, product of extremes is equals to product of means. Product of extremes nothing but product of means. And observe here, if any things nothing but extremes and means satisfies this relation, automatically we can say those are in proportion. So how to check proportionality? Simply we are going to check this rule. Product of extremes nothing but product of means. Automatically, if these both are equal, then automatically we can say those will be in proportion. Okay. Now, one more thing we have here. Here D is called fourth proportional and D can be given as BC by A also. D can be given as BC by A also. Now we'll check some proportional conditions and how those are going to be. Let us check here. Check the proportionality of 2:3 and 12:18. 2:3 and 12:18. Or else we'll write the symbol also here. Or else whether we have we wrote here proportionality, so no need to write symbol here. Okay, 2:3 and 12:18. What are extremes here? Extreme. What already? First term, last term. What is first term? 2. Last 2/18s, nothing but 36. And what are means? Middle terms, nothing but 3, 12. So product is 3 12s are 36. So what we got here? Both the product we got is 36 and 36 only. So what we can say here? We can say the given are in proportion. What we can say here? The given are going to be in proportion. So yes, check the proportionality means we can say simply yes, those are in proportion. Let us take one more problem here.
What is given? 3:4 is proportionate to 24:x. We need to find x value here. Observe here, 3:4 is proportionate to 24:x. We need to find the value of x. Given 3:4 is proportionate to 24:x. What we know? We know product of extremes is equals to product of means. What are extremes? 3 and x are extremes. What are means? 4 and 24 are means. We know product of extremes is equals to product of means. Nothing but what are product extremes here? 3 into x is equals to means are 4 into 24. So implies x is equals to 4 into 24, transposing these 3, that's 3 ones are 3, 8s are 4, 8s are 32. So therefore x value is going to be 32. So by using proportionality principle, we can find the values of x wherever we need. One more problem we'll take for about x only. If 2:5 is proportionate to x is to 15, find x. Similar problem. Given 2:5 is proportionate to x is to 15. Now product of means product of extremes. Extremes 2 and 15 means 5 and x. So 5 into x is equals to 2 into 15. X is equals to 2 into 15 by 5. 5 ones are 5 twos are 5 threes are here we'll get. Am I right? 5 ones are 5 threes are, so 2 threes are 6. So therefore x value is going to be 6. So like this we can find wherever x we need. And some more word problems will be given in this. We will see the word problems also. Cost of 2 kg potato is 62 rupees. If Madhu buys 5 kg, how much he pay? What is given? Cost of 2 kg potato is 62 rupees. Same proportion condition we'll use here. Given for 2 kg, how much it is? Rupees 62. Now 5 kg, how much we need here? For 2 kg it is rupees 62. For 5 kg, how much you are going to get here? Now let us write like what it is, 2 kg, 5 kg, both are in same unit, 62 and rupees will get here. So 2:5 is proportionate to 60:x. So what you are assuming it as? Some x we are saying here. 2:5 is proportionate to 60:x. Product of extremes, product of means. Two into x is equals to 5 into 62. X is nothing but 5 into 62 by 2. 2 ones are 2 31s. So 31 5s are, how much it is going to be? 155 rupees. So for 5 kg he has to pay 155 rupees only. So even this is also we are solving by proportionality rule only. Product of extremes nothing but product of means. One more we'll see here. If 90 kg man weighs 15 kg on moon, then 60 kg woman weighs how much? On moon, same. So what it is, 90 kgs man on earth weighs 15 kgs on moon. So suppose if my weight is 90 kgs, if I'll go to moon, how much I'm going to weigh? Only 15 kgs. Then 60 kgs woman, how much she will be weight out moon? Same everything. Solution what we are writing here? Given earth, moon, 90 kg, how much it is? 15 kg. Now 60 kg, how much it is going to be? We don't know, assuming it as x. So therefore 90 is to 60 is proportionate to 15 is to x. Product of extremes, product of means. So 90 into x is nothing but 60 into 15. Implies x is equals to 60 into 15 by 90. 15 ones are 15 6 are 6 ones are 6 tens are. So therefore how much the answer we got here? 10. So therefore 60 kg woman weighs only 10 kg on moon. Okay. One more problem we'll take here on basing on this proportionality only. For a project, engineers is doctors is 2:5. If there are 65 doctors, are there. And already how many doctors are there? 65 doctors are there. Then how many engineers we need here? Same will write here. Given E is to D is 2:5. What is E? Engineers and D is doctors. Already 65 doctors we have. Let number of engineers be x. Already 65 doctors we have. Now we need to find number of engineers. What you are assuming it as x. So we are writing proportionate now. While writing proportionality, please observe carefully. 2:5. First of all, whom you are writing here? Engineers we are writing. Latter doctors we are writing. Even in the second one also, first of all, you should write engineers and latter doctors. 65 and x. Between these two, what are engineers? X are engineers, 65 are doctors. So we should write x is to 65. Now product of extremes, product of means. So 5 into x is nothing but 2 into 65. X is nothing but 2 into 65 by 5. 5 ones are 5 13s are is nothing but 26. So therefore, how many engineers? 26 engineers. Okay, one more problem, last problem we'll take here. Ratio of two angles. And smaller angle is 180 degrees, find the larger. Ratio of two angles is 3:1, and in between these two smaller angle is 180 degrees, find the larger value. Given, observe here, this is 3 parts, this is 1 part. So which is bigger? 3 is bigger. So larger is to smaller is equals to 3:1. L1 S1 you can assume here. Now L2 is to S2. This is smaller angle, so we will get 180 here, and this assume it as x. So therefore 3:1 is proportionate to x is to 180. Again, product of extremes, product of means. Product of extremes is equals to product of means. So what we are writing now? 1 into x is nothing but 3 into 180, or else x nothing but 540. So therefore, what is larger here? 540 degrees is the larger value we have. Okay. So this is about ratio and proportion. What is ratio? Ordered comparison of two quantities which should be in same units. A is to B. A is first term or antecedent, B is second term or consequent, we can say. A is to B can be written as A by B also. Okay. Next, proportion. What is proportion? Simply we can say equality of two ratios. A is to B is equals to C is to D, then A, B, C, D are said to be in proportion. A is first term, B is second term, C is third term, D is fourth term. Okay. And here D is called fourth proportion also. And whenever we are equating these two ratios, we will get the principle product of extremes is equals to product of means. What are extremes? What are means? Extremes nothing but last two terms. That means first term as well as fourth term. And means nothing but between middle terms, nothing but second term and third term. So A and D are extremes, B and C are means. So by using all this, we have solved so many problems here. Okay. I hope you understood this class. Thank you. Thank you all.
I'm going to